Today we're doing lesson 5.10, multi-step measurement problems. So we have talked about the three types of animals and the distances that they travel in a day. The three-toed sloth travels 30 meters. A snail, so there's the three-toed sloth right there. A snail travels 2,500 centimeters. This is dromedary, which is a camel, we call a camel, travels 40 kilometers. And then a giant tortoise is 500 meters. We're gonna talk about these animals in more detail. Okay, so here are estimates of the farthest distances that some animals would move in one day. Put the animals and their travel distances in order from the shortest to the longest. So right now we've got some in centimeters, or 1 in centimeters, 2 in meters, and then 1 in kilometers. In order to put them in order from least to greatest, we've got to have them all in the same unit of measure. So we're going to turn these into meters. That way we've only got to change 2 of them, because this one's in meters and this one's in meters. So the chart that I gave you guys earlier is something that I made today. Let me get it pulled up here. So this is a table that I made today to help you with the converting measurements. And you see where it says at the top, so these are metric units of measurement: length, mass, which is like weight, and liquid volume. So over here we've got 1 meter is 100 centimeters and 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So if which animal is it that's 2,500? The snail. The snail travels 2,500 centimeters. And if we want to turn centimeters into meters, do you see what it says here about turning meters into centimeters? To go from meters to centimeters, we multiply meters by 100. But to go from centimeters to meters, we have to do the opposite. So what's the opposite of multiplying by 100? Ari? Dividing by 100. So we're going to put 2,500 divided by 100. Zerelda, what is it?
200.
No. I thought you had a question. You've had your hand up for a while. Okay, our basic fact is 25 divided by 1. What's 25 divided by 1?
25.
And then we've got 2 zeros here divided by 2 zeros. So those cancel each other out, and that leaves 25 meters. So let's check it and make sure that 25 times 100 gives us this number. So 25 times 1 is 25, and then when we're multiplying, we bring the zeros over. So yes, so the snail travels 25 meters. So we're going to write that in parentheses next to the 2,500 centimeters. We're going to write parentheses 25m for 25 meters. And then for the dromedary, it's in kilometers. So look at your chart and see what we need to do to go from kilometers to meters. to do to go from kilometers to meters? Athena?
You need to multiply times 1,000.
Exactly. We multiply the 40 times 1,000. So 40 times 1,000. Our basic fact is 4 times 1, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many meters?
40,000.
40,000. So next to kilometers, I want you to write 40,000 meters. Okay, now we can put the animals in order from least to greatest. So which animal travels the least amount, the shortest amount in a day? Colton?
The snail.
The snail. So that's what I want you to write first. So it says put the animals and their travel distances in order from the shortest to the longest. So I want you to write snail. And then the amount they gave us, which is 2,500 centimeters. And then we'll put in parentheses 25 meters. Make sure you write small enough that you're going to be able to fit all 4 animals underneath. Okay, what's the next smallest animal? Macy? Point to it. No. Todd?
3-toed sloth.
The 3-toed sloth, because this one's 25 meters.
And then
So the next
one's
smallest
30.
would be 30. That's correct. So now we're going to write 3-toed. That means it has 3 toes. 3-toed.
Can we just
You
put
are-
another 3?
No. 3-toed sloth is 30 meters. Okay. What is next? The next smallest. Olivia? No. Evan? The giant tortoise. So we're going from smallest to biggest. This one's 40,000, so it wouldn't be next. We look at the numbers we wrote. So 500 comes next, which is the giant tortoise. Does that make sense, Olivia? We're using the numbers we wrote, not the ones that they put down. The giant tortoise, which is 500 meters. And that would leave the one that travels the farthest is the dromedary. And I don't know if I'm saying that right because I've never heard that expression. 40 kilometers or 40,000 meters. Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to finish copying that down. Okay. Do you agree with each statement? This says a giant tortoise can move 2 times as far as a snail can move in a day. So the snail was moving how far?
500.
2,500.
Meters.
25 meters. Okay, and the snail, let's see, a giant tortoise can move 2 times as far as a snail. All right, so that would mean the snail times 2 would equal the giant tortoise, which is 500, right? Is 25 times 2 500? No. What is it? 25 times 2 is what?
50.
50. So in order to make it 500, how would we do that? What would we have to do, Evan?
We would make 25 meters to 150.
Or
Make that to
a 20. So that's the one we're going to change, because we can't change how far the snail ran, but we can say it's not 2 times, it's 20 times. Does that make sense? So we're going to say, do we agree with that? No. Because a giant tortoise moves 20 times. Moves 20 times the amount of a snail. Okay. Then the other one says a dromedary, a camel, can move 80 times as far as the giant tortoise in a day. So the giant tortoise is 500. They're saying 80 times as much as 500 gives us 40,000. Let's see if that's true. What's our basic fact? The numbers without the zeros. 8 times 5 equals 40. So that takes up that 0. How many zeros do we count over here?
3.
So it is correct. So we're going to write yes, because 80 times 500 equals 40,000. 80 times 500 equals 40,000. Okay, one more page. Wyatt will be done in just a minute, and then I can help you, okay? All right, so we got 6 water bottles. Water bottle A, B, C, D, E, and F. We're gonna be detectives. We're going to, Athena, put that away, please. We're going to figure out how much water is in each of these bottles. It says here are 6 water bottles and 4 clues about the amount of water they each hold. It says one bottle holds 350 milliliters. We don't know which one, but we need to make a note of that. 350 milliliters is the amount in one of the water bottles. It says a bottle in size B holds 5 times as much as the water, or as the bottle, 5 times as much water as the bottle that holds 1 liter. So that means we've got one bottle that holds 1 liter. What's 5 times as much as 1 liter? Zerelda? 5 times as much as 1. 5, yes. So that means that B is 5 liters. So bottle B is 5 liters. Then the next clue says the largest bottle holds 20 times the amount in the smallest bottle. And we can't do anything with that yet. We just know this one's 20 times F, whatever's in F. And then the last one says one bottle holds 1,500 milliliters, which is 3 times as much as bottle E. So if this amount is 3 times bottle E, how would we find bottle E? Autrey?
We would divide it into 3.
Yes. Divide by 3. So we're going to divide 1,500 by 3. What's our basic fact?
15 divided by
Raise your hand, please. Colton?
3. 15 divided by 3.
15 divided by 3 equals what, Colton? So if you have 15 and you split it into 3 groups, how much is in each group?
5.
Yes, nice job, Colton. 5. And then how many zeros do we bring over?
3.
Nope. 2. So that means one bottle holds 1,500, which is 3 times bottle E. Bottle E is how much? 500 milliliters. That means, can we plug in this one now? Do we know which bottle has 350 if E has 500? Todd? Which bottle has 350?
C.
Evan?
Wait.
It's going to be F, guys, because 350 is smaller than 500. And so bottle F is going to be the one with 350 milliliters. Does that make sense? Todd, does that make sense? Okay. So you got to look at the size of them too. So far we filled in that bottle B has 5 liters. And bottle E is 500 milliliters. And bottle F is 350 milliliters. And then it says in bottle L that's 5 liters. How many milliliters is 5 liters?
500 liters.
No. Autrey?
5.
How many milliliters is there in 5 liters? Avis? 5,000. So in milliliters. Okay. All right. So we've got the clue 1 we're done with. The bottle in size B holds 5 times as much as the bottle that holds 1 liter. And then, so we've got, now we know there's a bottle with 1 liter and there's a bottle with 1,500 mLs. And then the largest bottle is 20 times the smallest bottle. So if the smallest bottle is 350 times 20, what would the basic fact be, Harbert? Yes, 35 times 2. What would that be? She'd figure it out. I have faith. Huh? 70, that's right. Good work, Harbert. So 35 times 2 is 70. How many zeros do we add on? 2.
So 70.
7,000. Does that make sense that B would be 5,000 and A would be 7,000? Yep. So now we have 2 bottles left and 2 amounts left. How big is D? Colton? 1 liter. Because 1 liter is the same as 1,000 milliliters. So, D would be 1 liter and C would be 1,500 milliliters. And 1 liter is the same as 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so now we can fill them in at the bottom. A is 7,000 milliliters. B is 5,000 milliliters. C is 1,500. D is 1,000, E is 500, and F is 350 milliliters.